We are well on our way in May 2024. So let's go ahead and look at what happened in Mississauga real estate for April 2024. And if this is the first video you've seen of mine, welcome. If it's not, then you'll know that we are comparing stats from April 2024 versus April of last year, just to give a general overview of what the market is doing year over year. So let's get started with all property types. You'll see there was 615 sold. This is all according to the Toronto Real Estate Board, and that is down 4.8%, so less total sales. Now this one's interesting. The terminated, suspended, or expired listings in April ended up at 590 properties. That's up 98% since April of last year. Now, to be fair, a lot of properties that are suspended and terminated, and some even that are expired, do hit the market again. And you could have a property that's terminated and relisted several times. So this isn't necessarily 590 separate properties. So just want to put that out there. A lot of people right now not really sure where pricing should be. So if a property is sitting for a while, they're going to terminate it and relist it. Like I said, could happen multiple times for a single property. Still looking at all property types, the list to sold price ratio on average is 100%, and that's actually down 2% versus April of last year. Average property days on market, so that's actual property days, not just listing days, is 27. Listing days is usually anywhere from like 3-4 days to like a week difference. Because like I said, with those terminated listings, you could have a property sit for 6 months, they terminate it, relist it, that property is now under a new listing. If they cut the price by, I don't know, $500,000 and it sells in a couple of days, they'll say, yeah, we sold it in a couple of days. Well, not really, right? That's just that particular listing for the same property. So property days incorporates those terminations and relists. So this is a much more accurate number of actual property days on market. Anyways, moving on to median sold price, it's down 0.7%, so really not much at all, landing at $980,000 for all property types in Mississauga for April. Now, separating by property type, we'll look at condo apartments. List to sold price ratio remained the same as April of 2023 at 99%. Average listing days on market is 30. So like I mentioned, this is property days on market. For whatever reason, the board doesn't do individual property type property days on market. They just go with average listing days. So like I said, when we're talking listing days versus property days, actual property days is probably going to be another week or so on top of this, more or less. And that's up 20% year over year. The median sold price landed at $600,000 for condo apartments, and that's down 2.4% year over year. With condo townhomes, the list to sold price ratio sitting at 102%. That's down 2% since last year. And it's interesting because it's still, things are selling for more than list price on average. So this really doesn't mean much, because what this tells us on average, expect to pay over list price on a condo townhouse throughout Mississauga. Listing days on market is 18. That's actually up 38.5%. And the median sold price is $810,000, and that's down almost 6%, 5.8%. That's decreased year over year. Moving to freehold townhomes, list to sold price remains the same, 105% on average. 18 listing days on market, that's up 63%. And the median sold price not even up a full percent at $1,007,516. Semi-detached saw a list to sold price ratio at 104%. That's down 1.9. Let's just call it 2% since April of last year. Average listing days on market, just 12 days. That's actually up 20% since April of 2023. And of course, if you do the quick math, these numbers, because we're dealing with small numbers, it's only a few day difference. So really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. And the median sold price sitting at $1,050,000, and that's up 0.2%. So relatively flat year over year. And the big one, detached, the numbers that are always making the news. The list to sold price average is 100%. That's down 1% since last year. 16 listing days on market is the average. That's up 14%. And the median price, again, just down 0.3%, barely moved at $1,446,000. And there's the quick market snapshot for Mississauga, April 2024. It's going to be really interesting what the next months bring us. But even still in Mississauga, the market seems to be changing week by week, depending on how many buyers are out there, how many sellers are out there. Of course, it's all supply and demand. I've seen properties that have been sitting quite a while just go like that. Some new properties to the market going in a day or two. So it really is a market of the moment. We take it day by day, week by week, month by month. So if you're thinking of buying or selling in the Mississauga or the GTA area, leave me a message, give me a call, send me a text. I would be happy to have that one-on-one conversation to see if now makes sense for you to make that move. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.